All right, let's jump right into a story that honestly sounds like something out of science fiction, but it is happening right now. It's about AI, it's about crypto, and it's about the billions of dollars that are suddenly connecting them. So here's the big question that kicks this whole thing off. Why on earth is a company like Google pouring billions of dollars into a crypto mining company? Yeah, I know. At first, it makes absolutely zero sense. You have Google, building the literal future of intelligence, and then you have crypto mining, an industry mostly known for its wild, crazy volatility. But what if we've all been looking at these crypto miners completely wrong? Because it turns out these companies are sitting on a kind of hidden treasure, and it's probably not what you're thinking. This right here is the whole key to the story. When we hear crypto miners, our brains go straight to volatile digital coins, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, that whole world. But big tech, they see something completely different. They see massive, already built-out data centers. And, maybe even more important, they see guaranteed access to just huge amounts of power. In today's world, that's like owning all the gold mines and the railroads to get the gold out. And this quote just nails it. This isn't really about crypto anymore. It's about physical infrastructure, the two things that are hardest to get your hands on in tech right now. But that brings up a question, right? Why did these resources suddenly become so insanely valuable? Well, the answer lies in something we're all watching happen in real time: the absolute explosion of artificial intelligence. And I'm not just talking about a small change. This was a massive, seismic event. The AI boom completely rewrote the rules for supply and demand across the entire tech industry. So you can kind of think of it like this perfect chain reaction. First, the demand for AI just goes through the roof. That leads to a massive shortage of data centers. And pretty soon, the biggest bottleneck isn't even the computer chips, it's getting enough electricity to run them. And who was just sitting there with everything the AI industry desperately needed? You got it, the crypto miners. They basically went from being these niche players to suddenly holding the keys to the kingdom. And when you have a problem that big, the solutions tend to come with some really, really big price tags. And that's where we start to see these billion-dollar deals connecting all the dots. So let's meet the main characters in this story. You've got Google, the tech titan with incredibly deep pockets. You have the crypto miners, TeraWulf and Cipher Mining, the ones who own the actual infrastructure. And then, right in the middle, you have a company called Fluidstack, an AI infrastructure provider that's basically playing matchmaker. And here's the headline number. We are not talking about a small, little investment. Google has put up a whopping $3.2 billion. That is a massive signal that this isn't just a test. It's a serious, long-term strategic move. Let's break down the main deal with TeraWulf, because it's really interesting. Google isn't just handing over some cash. They are taking a direct 14% ownership stake in the company. See, this is a partnership, not just a transaction. They are getting deeply integrated here with huge names like Morgan Stanley helping to facilitate the whole thing. So, what did the market think about all this? Oh, it went wild. TeraWulf's stock, the ticker is WLF, it just skyrocketed. We're talking over 80% almost immediately after the deal was announced. The market instantly got it. They saw the value here. This wasn't just a win for TeraWulf. It was a validation of this entire new strategy. But this wasn't just a one-off deal. Once is an anomaly, but twice is a trend. And that is exactly what happened next. Hot on the heels of the TeraWulf news, a nearly identical deal popped up with another miner, Cipher Mining. Same players, same strategy. Fluidstack as the go-between, Google providing the financial muscle, and taking a 5.4% stake this time. The message could not be any clearer. Secure the power, and you secure the future of AI. So, when you step back and look at the whole big picture, what does all this mean? Well, we are witnessing a fundamental shift, a huge realignment in the tech industry. And that's the crucial point. This is so much more than just a clever business deal. It's a strategic pivot for the entire industry. It's everyone recognizing that if you want to build the next generation of technology with AI, you have to get really creative and maybe a little unconventional with your physical infrastructure. So, let's just sum up the key takeaways. 1. AI's incredible hunger for power is the engine driving all of this. 2. The hidden treasure of crypto miners, their data centers, and their energy contracts, that's their new gold. 3. Big tech is finding these creative new ways to get around its biggest bottleneck. And 4, and this is the big one, we're seeing the birth of this unexpected but really powerful alliance between AI and crypto. And all of that leaves us with this final, fascinating question. What happens when the engine of the future is built on a crypto foundation? We are literally watching the next generation of technology get built on the rails of a system that, let's be honest, a lot of people had completely written off. It just goes to show you, in the world of tech, the next big thing often comes from the last place you'd ever expect.